state of California takes action during a severe drought crisis.
Join us for some spooky Halloween fun for everyone.
Helmets collide as two college teams take the field. All this and much, much more coming up. Hello and welcome to this week's Halloween edition of Around and About Orange County News. I'm Claudia Buccio.
And I'm Batman.
The state of California continues in a state of drought. Ali Escoval brings us a water conservation seminar in Irvine. And here we go.
Our state is going through its fourth year suffering from a water drought. The lack of rainwater coincided with one of the hottest summers in record. As a consequence, the whole state of California is in a drought, with at least 58% considered to be in a severe drought. According to the California Farm Water Coalition, the estimated loss of revenue due to failed crops may reach $5 billion by the end of the year. With no end in sight for this historic drought, Orange County water authorities are taking action. Irvine Water District organized an orientation seminar in partnership with Channel 4 News.
The best thing we can do is do our part. I don't think we need to panic, but there are a lot of programs in place to get the water we need here, and if we can conserve, I know it doesn't seem like you can do a lot as an individual, but if we all do that, we can really make a difference and we won't get to the scary part.
The purpose was to raise awareness of the issue at hand and to inform them of the measures being taken.
We have a very effective rate structure that rewards people if they conserve water and provides very expensive rates if they waste water, and we feel like that's the best way.
Since 80% of water is used for agriculture, this sector of industry is also taking measures to save water.
Some pretty advanced irrigation systems, including drip irrigation or micro sprinklers that deliver the water directly to the plant, not necessarily the areas that don't need the water.
Remember to save water when possible. Reporting for Around and About Orange County News, Ali Esquivel.
Although rain season is approaching, the rain will not compensate for 4 years of drought, so remember to save water in all ways possible. A murder victim is remembered 35 years after her death. A 12-year-old girl named Robin Somoza was given a plaque commemorating her in Huntington Beach. Somoza was a victim of a grisly murder that happened in 1979. The memorial brought together relatives, friends, and city officials to remember Robin. Robin's mother says, "We needed closure for a long time." Furthermore, her parents never speak of their daughter's murderer, who is currently serving death in death row.
One of Shakespeare's most famous plays has made its way to Phillips Hall, and Tyler Seifert was there to see it.
The anticipation was long. The crowds awaited from day to night for the return of William Shakespeare's Julius Caesar in its new light. The cast prepared behind closed doors as the audience took to their seats, and then the lights dimmed, the doors closed, and it began. Julius Caesar as it had never been seen before. Set in modern-day America, with a woman in the title role as the most powerful ruler in the world.
It's time to do Shakespeare, and let's do Julius Caesar because I think it's very relevant right now, and see if we can make it like it must have been to watch it in 1593. From what I knew of the play, like when I read it, I saw, especially now, I see our politics. I see Rome coming to America, because when you look at even Roman history, of which the play is based on, were very similar to where they were at the time of Julius Caesar. It was anarchy. It was a little, the financial system was weird, and people didn't know there was no hope. We didn't know what was going on and what to expect and what the government was going to do.
Is there no voice more worthy than my own to sound more sweetly and great Caesar's here for the healing of my banished brother?
The end of the play was met with a roaring applause, and the cast even stuck around a bit for a Q&A. Overall, the daring new take on the old classic was a great success.
It's a great show, the way that they modernized it, having a female Julius Caesar, having it take place with so much of the modern stuff that's happening right now. It was a really good commentary on everything that's going on with that. So it was a really good show at a really good time right now, I think.
Beware the Ides of March. Epic words from an epic play that still ring true as much as they did when Shakespeare wrote them. Reporting from Santa Ana, I'm Tyler Seifert for Roundabout Orange County News.
Wow, thanks Tyler. That was amazing. Tustin police officers responded to a domestic violence report Monday evening. 35-year-old Robert Anthony Maldonado was arrested in the 600 block of West Main Street. The man locked himself and his two young children in an apartment, and after a 2-hour standoff with the Tustin PD, the man was surrendered and was taken into custody. Now let's switch gears as Daniel Viscar takes us on a ride through the Orange County International Auto Show. That's what it said.
Yes.
That's what it said. Oh, wow.
I know it's confusing.
That's just one shot.
I don't know why they write it.
That was great. This year marks the 50th anniversary of the Orange County International Auto Show. Every year, people from all over the world come to see the vast variety of the latest and upcoming cars. All of the biggest names in the motor industry, such as Ford, Toyota, and Mercedes, amongst many others, come every year to promote their brand. Even the smaller car clubs come out to display their rides.
It started off as the tuner market started off a little bit younger, but as you can see, if you pan around, it's all ages. I mean, you know, they're just really into the cars, the way we're building them now, with the different colors, stuff like that, wraps and things like that. It's really interactive, so it's pretty much all ages. You know, it's all about networking and working together, collaboration to grow the industry. The Orange County Auto Show is a great place, but if you notice, it's like all the different nationalities. It's great. You know, it's like a melting pot.
The Orange County Auto Show is not just a place for car enthusiasts, but it's a great place for casual fans as well. On top of having a ton of new cars for your viewing pleasure, there are many interactive activities to participate in, some of which were test driving vehicles, raffles. There was even a race car simulator that I got to test out for myself. I wasn't very good at it though. So whether you're into imports, muscle, or exotics, one thing's for certain, all roads lead to the Orange County International Auto Show. Well, I think I know what. Visit the website www.motortrendsautoshow.com.
9-year-old Jimena Meza was shot and killed last night in Anaheim. The shooting happened on 2300 block of West Green Acre Avenue. The 5th grade girl was playing with her friends in the front yard of an apartment complex. The girl was taken to UCI Medical Center where she was pronounced dead. The shooting was gang-related. Anyone with information, please call 1-855-TIP-OCCS. Former
Marine Corps Air Station El Toro had been left untouched for over a decade. Ali Esquivel was present at the groundbreaking ceremony.
El Toro Marine Corps Air Station closed in 1999. Orange County voters favored the construction of sports and recreational facilities over the creation of an international airport. Because of the downturn of the economy, however, construction was stalled and the former airbase remained abandoned. It's been well over a decade since Marine Corps Air Station El Toro has been closed, but today begins the groundbreaking of the runway. The project consists of building a 35,000-seat stadium along with 20 football fields, also 24 tennis and 12 volleyball courts. 5 Point Communities is the company in charge of this ambitious project.
I believe that anywhere you can turn concrete into green is something that's very unique. And I think we're very proud to be able to take runways and concrete and turn it into parks. I think that that is a very strong statement. Yes. We will start construction tonight, the demolition of the runways, and the first facilities will open in 2016.
With more than 1,300 acres of space, Great Park will be bigger than New York's Central Park. Reporting from Great Park for Around and About Orange County News, Ali Esquivel.
It's great to finally see some players working on that project after so many years. United States District Court Judge Andrew J. Guilford sentenced Billy Lewis Nelms Sr. to 51 months in state prison for bribery. Nelms worked out of the federal building in the city of Santa Ana. His duties included investigating marriage fraud applications from immigration benefits. Federal authorities say Nelms ran his bribe scheme from 2005 to 2008, taking as much as $5,000 from each immigrant he targeted. And now get ready for some spooky Halloween stories with Felipe Cantiflas Almazan, if you dare.
Hola amigos, welcome to our special Halloween segment. I'm Felipe Almazan, and I hope you're ready for some tricks and treats. With Halloween just around the corner, Jeanette Duran gives us an insight on the mysterious stories kept throughout the streets of Santa Ana.
Here, let's focus on audio and try and ask a lot of questions about this. Okay, let's see what we can come up with.
If you live in Santa Ana, chances are you've driven by the Howie Waffle House many times, but how many of you really know the haunting history behind its doors? In 1889, Doctors Alvin and Willella Howie moved into their new, beautiful Victorian-era house. But their house was not just a home. Because of her sex, she had to work from her house, delivering over 1,000 babies in her long-term career of 38 years. But this house was not always sweet. Dr. Alvin was addicted for the foul and dishonorable act of abortion, leaving him no choice but to leave Orange County. Years later, she remarried Edson Waffle.
What's nice about the Santa Ana tour, as well as the Orange tour, is that, people come on the tours expecting, to hear the ghost stories, which is what they do. But something that's really nice is that they're able to walk away from the tour just knowing a lot more about Santa Ana in general. A lot of the great stories, everything that we talk about on the tour is research, nothing is made up. And so when you walk away from the tour, you walk away with a lot more knowledge about your city, or, if you don't live here, about Santa Ana. But that's something that that people really take away and they really enjoy.
Although there are many paranormal active places in Santa Ana, none compared to the activity that has been witnessed and researched within the Howie Waffle House.
90% of the time that we do investigations here at the house, we get EVPs, which are voices that are recorded on a recorder. At the time you don't hear them, but when you play back, you'll hear them on the recorder.
Thank you for allowing us in. Is there something you have to say to us? Yes?
Are you female?
Helpless? That's not another word, yeah?
Whether you believe in the paranormal or not, there is no doubt that something beyond explanation resides in our city. Reporting for Around and About Orange County News, I'm Jeanette Duran.
Ay, Dios mío, that sure was terrifying. I still have goosebumps. If you're brave enough to visit the haunted house, visit the website hauntedOC.com if you want. Throughout the day, Charlene Parker is just a normal 54-year-old citizen, but by night, she's a witch. Since 1983, Parker has played a role of the Green Witch at Knott's Scary Farm's Halloween Haunt. The legacy of the Green Witch dates back to the first Halloween event held back in 1973, making her the longest recurring character of the Halloween Haunt. If you go to Knott's Scary Farm this year, watch out for that scary old Green Witch. In search of Merry Not Scary Halloween, event geared towards a family-friendly atmosphere, Carol Carranza reveals where you can go to find such an event.
For the 24th year in a row, Santa Ana Zoo, home of the 50 Monkeys, opens their doors to their beloved Boo at the Zoo fall season event, providing a fun and safe environment where everyone is welcome to come dressed in costumes of their own. Entrance is $14. For Zoo members, tickets will be reduced to the half price of $7. Enjoy from 10 prize stations along the trick-or-treat trail, where you can receive gifts such as posters, candy, small toys, all while you admire the creative decorations throughout the park and take part of all the different activities. For the brave ghouls and goblins, a snake was brought out for great first-time experiences and life-lasting memories.
I am 7, and the snake felt rough.
Well, hey guys! Not only is Boo at the Zoo a great place for entertainment, but it also offers a great educational experience. Let me show you what I mean. Travel through Dr. Seuss's Bug Hut to learn about all kinds of rare insects like Madagascars, millipedes, and many different spiders you won't find at home. Transform into your favorite superhero with the help of the very talented and skillful face painters. Hold on tight to your partner because once again, a separate area will be available for the older kids visiting the zoo, where they can get scared as they walk through the handmade teen screen haunted house. Join the Conservation Education Theater for some informative animal presentations. The crowd becomes part of the show. Parents bring their kids and are amazed with all the new things they learn about these animals. It's definitely a great way to bring the family together and interact with the zoo's educational animals.
When she plays dead, she also smells like she's been dead she gives an odor. She's the only North American marsupial, so she actually has a pouch on her tummy where the babies live.
The very exciting Bufari Express train and conservation carousel rides will also be open the whole night long for a separate charge of only $3. For all these reasons and many more, Boo at the Zoo remains one of Orange County's longest-running Halloween event. Reporting for Around and About Orange County News, I'm Carol Carranza.
You still have 3 days to visit this fun-filled event. Don't miss out. Candies, costumes, scary movies. It's that time of year again. Halloween has come and trick-or-treaters must take safety precautions while out on the streets. Make sure to wear something bright so drivers can see you in the dark. Next, plan a trick-or-treating route in a familiar neighborhood, and don't forget to check all candies before digging in. And most of all, enjoy your Halloween with your family and friends. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a very scary Halloween and stay safe. We'll take in back to the arch enemies of some more news.
Gracias, Cantinflas. He comes as a man looking to buy a house, but neither buying nor houses are what he's actually after. Orange County and Los Angeles County Department detectives are simultaneously looking for a thief who poses as a potential buyer at open house events, then steals from the house when realtors aren't looking. And evidence suggests it may in fact be the same man. The suspect is reported to be 5'10" to 6 feet tall, 170 pounds, with short black hair and glasses. Chapman University held their homecoming event with a 5K run to raise funds for scholarships. Claudia Buccio gets us up to the speed on the run.
The semester has started, and what a better way to open a homecoming event than with a fun run. Chapman University hosted their 9th 5K run with a great academic cause.
To have others running with you just is a lot of camaraderie, a lot of fun, and that brings the alumni together. That's why another reason we do it for Homecoming Family Weekend. And I love to see grandparents, parents, their son or daughter who's going to Chapman University, and maybe a future Chapman student, like 4 generations all running together. It's great.
The Panthers got ready to go after a beautiful rendition to the national anthem, performed by a Chapman student. The starting line was at the Schmidt Gate and went through the Old Town Orange. People from all over the country participated not only as runners but also as volunteers.
Helping out at the Chapman 5K is like working together as a team, so it brings the whole community together because there's not only college students to volunteer here, there's also like high school students to come over and volunteer, so it's just builds a community among each other.
At the finish line, the runners were received by an excited crowd of spectators and the amusing sound of the university's band. The event was supported by sponsors who provided refreshing drinks and a healthy oatmeal breakfast for the participants. In this race, everybody is a winner because the idea is creating a sense of camaraderie with family and friends in a healthy way. I'm Claudia Buccio, reporting from Orange for Around and About Orange County News.
A great opportunity to have fun in a healthy way with a noble cause. How much sleep do you get every night? Studies show that most people sleep less than 7 hours, but new research claims to have found the exact same amount of time we need. According to a study that tracked 3,760 people over 7 years, men need 7.8 hours and women need 7.6 hours. Tonight will be a little different because I know you'll have nightmares. Sleep tight. Next up, a not so spooky but very action-packed sports segment. What do you have for us, Alexis?
All right, I have a variety of sports news to catch you up on. Let's get started. There's a new sensation that has been taking over local golf courses. Our own Mark Lopez got to see what foot golf is all about.
Soccer or golf? Which do you prefer? Here at the Lake Forest Golf and Practice Center, foot golf, which combines the two sports, is the latest thing sweeping Orange County. Combining two sports of completely different natures is clever, intriguing, and also rare. So how did foot golf make its way to Orange County?
There you go.
Director of the Lake Forest Golf and Practice Center, Natalie Bernal, explains.
American Golf was looking at having some courses for foot golf, and I put my hand up for it. I saw it in Southland Golf magazine 4 or 5 years ago and wanted to try it out, and it was in Palm Springs. Never got to do it, and I was like, I really want to put it on this course. It's a perfect course for it.
For years, golf has been widely regarded as a calm and upscale game, which had me wondering, how is the new hybrid sport being accepted on the golf course and in the community?
You do get those rowdy soccer players, and then golf is a pretty quiet sport, so we just try to let them know, you got to keep it down and things like that. But we're getting better. It's actually getting better. The first month was hard, but I like to compare it to when snowboarding came to the snow skis. And, everybody didn't like the snowboarders, but it was something that recovered the industry, and, less resorts were shutting down, and I'm feeling that's going to be the good thing for golf, too.
Foot golfer Juan Placentia gave me his thoughts on the combination of the two sports.
It's the same mental aspect, but it's challenging in the sense that I get to kind of combine my love for soccer with that challenging aspect. Not to say that soccer's not challenging, because it is, but the difference with the foot golf is, okay, I can be really specific with where I need that ball to go in that moment. I guess the best way for me to put it.
So whether you're ready to putt like Tiger or bend it like Beckham, it's fair to say that life on the fairway has been taken to a whole new level. Foot golfers come together to enjoy some friendly competition while also enjoying some of the landscape and nature that inhabits the course. In Lake Forest, reporting for Around and About Orange County Sports, I'm Mark Lopez.
That sure looks like a new sport that will be sticking around for a while. Angels manager Mike Scioscia was elected as the Sporting News American League Manager of the Year on Tuesday. Scioscia led the Angels to a Major League best 98 victories and an AL West title. Scioscia received six votes, narrowly outpolling Baltimore Orioles manager Buck Showalter, who got 5 votes. The Manager of the Year award from Baseball's Writers Association of America will be announced on November 11th. Football season is here, and with that being said, rival games are in full effect. I had the opportunity to catch up on one of Orange County's longest-running rivalries. Former Fullerton Mayor Chris Norby presented a large iron key to both teams. One side of the key bears Santa Ana's red and black colors, the other Fullerton's navy and gold. For 92 years, Santa Ana College and Fullerton College have met in an all-out Orange County rivalry game. Let's take a look and see what this year's Key to the County game has in store for us. Fullerton College gained the lead early on in the first half of the game, heading into halftime with a 21-7 score. The first play of the second half began with the Hornets immediately scoring on a 100-yard kickoff return touchdown. The Dons were not able to claim a lead, nor was their offense able to gain many first downs. As Fullerton's offense continuously scored and their defense held a tight line, the final score was 49-14, with the Key to the County once again going to the Fullerton Hornets. I got to ask freshman player Zach Morris what he thinks it's going to take for the Dons to recover the Key to the County.
Starts in the weight room, getting strong, and then on the practice field, taking it seriously.
and just going out there, not wasting any days.
Fullerton has gained the most wins in the lifelong battle and has had the key to the county for 8 consecutive years now. Although many has changed for these teams in 92 years, one thing is for certain. There is an abundance of dedication and pride that goes into these rivalry games. In Santa Ana, for AAOC Sports, I'm Alexis Acosta. Be sure to head out to the field to check out these teams fight for more victories. And that's all I have for AAOC Sports. Now we'll take it back to the Joker and Batman.
Thanks, Alexis. Hey, do you want to know my secret identity? No?
Well, that wraps up this week's edition of Around and About Orange County News. Thank you so much for joining us, but be sure to check out our Spanish show, Noticiero Latino del Condado de Orange, and check out our Facebook page, facebook.com, AAOC-NLCO. See you next time.
Hi, so you want to know how I got my scars?
Oh, again with the scars.
Why? It's a good icebreaker.
Oh, no, it's not.